got season 4, episode number 1 of rezero. I've heard a lot of good things about this new season. Last season was super fire, had a lot of action, a lot of big reveals, and sadly more people have been forgotten. We cannot escape the sadness of the show. It's actually impossible at this point, I'm assuming. But regardless, last season was extremely entertaining, and I'm sure that this episode will be too. So without further ado, let's run the intro and hop right into this. Damn, bro. No, it's not enough.
みんなも気づいていると思うが、暴食に食われて名無しになった一人だ。でも、
And you know how crazy that is?
今までの暴食の被害者は記憶を食われた苦しさみたいな状態か、レムみたいな状態しか例がなかった。ユリウスは名前だけを食われた。でも自分は覚えてて。そのセーフ。
And it's just so whack because
きっと僕やフェリスとも知り合いだっただろう。
you have to sit there and look at them and they don't know you.
しかし
That's gotta be so frustrating. And the part that's whack is now you gotta sit there and act like he really is your best friend or something. Whoa, the difference is subtitle color. The sage. Uh-oh. Brother, I've heard that this arc goes insane. I've heard a lot of people say that this is their favorite arc in the whole series. So, I'm looking forward to this. Yeah? I know everything that is and everything that was. Oh my god, look at his legs, bro. Yo, we took a beating in this place. Damn. Well, thanks, Reinhardt. That's reassuring. Oh. That's interesting how he wasn't able to figure it out. I'm assuming there's a trick to it. Yo, oh my god. They got her chained like the most violent villain. I mean, I guess she is. No, I actually wanted to see that. They go back and their bodies are just... If you talk like that, I'm gonna get sent to prison. He's mine now. This is a really good opportunity for them to have a conversation, considering nobody knows the guy anymore. Oh, never mind. It's crazy how he was able to tell so easily, though. Damn. Nah, Ricardo's him, bro. He'll be alright. Oh. That's nice. That's great. Yeah. Yo, my boy's getting jump scared and flashbacks. Damn. Yo, he popped off.
の黒幕扱いはよしてほしい。アナとは10年以上一緒にいるんだ。
You know, I have a good question.
まず最初に
Why doesn't this show ever give me happiness, by the way?
君の考え
Just straight
る生き
happiness.
ドナと僕とは自分が人工的に作られた精霊であることと名前がエキドナであること以外何も持ち合わせていないんだからね。
That's crazy.
アナが普段から巻いているこの狐の襟巻きが僕の本体だ。君たちのことはずっと見ていたよ。
That's
そ
nuts.
れを今さら話すのはお前がアナスタシアさんを乗っ取る準備が整った
Fox Idna.
エリドナ
W
ど
name.
んな、いささか抵抗があるが
The one you're stuck with.
僕はアナの体を乗っ取ろうなんて考えていない。
さっさとその狐の襟巻きに戻ればいいだろ
戻れなくなってしまったんだよ。アナのオドを媒介に僕の存在を上書きしている状態だ。本来は血管のあるアナのゲートで魔法の行使も可能だよ。
アナスタシアさん
She's
に
probably
負
on
担が
her
かか
way
る
to
じゃん
dying
そうして
soon. That's
命を削
probably.
らなきゃ。そもそも命が危うい状況だったんだ。この件はアナと話し合って合意は得ている。
今回が初めてじゃないのか
戻れなくなったことは
Yeah, so I'm
彼女だ。
assuming this Pleiades Tower play here isn't just to figure out about the memories and stuff. It's also just to be able to help Anastasia.
アナが好きなんだ。実感としてこれが正しいかはわからないが、彼女に抱いている自覚がある。
お前が賢者に会いたがる本当の理由
アナに体を返す方法が
I mean, it works out. We gotta go to the same place, to the
君たち
all-knowing.
をも利用させてもらう。
元に戻る方法を賢者が知ってるって
保証はない。すべてを見通し。
Right. If the sage that sees all and knows all doesn't know how to help me out, I'm gonna crash out a bit.
納得なんて上等なもんじゃねえけどお前には
Yo, Subaru's so understanding. I mean, I guess he doesn't have a choice, but
そうとも
it's impressive.
お互い賢者にそれぞれ聞きたいことがあるんだ。
お前がアナスタシアさんの体を借りてること
Oh, right.
ユリウスにみんなには話すなよ
君が話せないことがいい。
They're all awake and just eavesdropping on this conversation.
余計な波風を立たせたくないだけだ
賢者に助け方を聞きたい相手がメイザース辺境博の屋敷に立ち寄り
Here we go. Hey.
だろうがそこに君の眠り姫がいる。彼女を一緒に連れて行くつもりなんだろ。悪いことやなんて思わんよ。
Sounds risky.
全員助ける。その中の最初の一人になるだけの話。夏希くんには許されてもええやろ。
Right. For everything he's been through and everything he's done.
レム
It's finally time.
報告は受けています。魔女教を愛
Yeah!
する愛は最小限だったとか。
My favorite schemer. You can just see him scheming some bullshit.
お父さんはいつも無茶しすぎなんです。
うまくいったんだってな後でそっちの話も聞かせてくれよ
なんや、夏希くんは罪作りやね。
君が妖術界とも
No! Stop calling me that name!
毒がペトラはもう用
Please
小さくねえしポイズって俺が使うよう
No! Stop saying that!
ガーフィールとオットーくんだけ
I'm
じゃ
about
な
to
く
turn
て
this.
養殖と色欲の権能による被害者を救うために賞賛はあるのかい？
メイザース辺境博におかれましては都市プリステラでは今も魔女教の悪事に真摯
Dude, those flies, when he opened the door and we saw all them flies,
なか
that
な
was
か有利
insane.
な言い回しだ。私の記憶にない君もそういう立場だね。
今はこっちの
Unfortunately,
屋敷に立ち寄ったのはレムのことと
彼女のことだね。
it's just so crazy how nobody remembers you.
珍しいお客さんが来たわね。
ああ
Wow.
お前に大事な用があるんだ
魔獣ちゃんたちの補充に行ったことがあるけど、本当に魔獣ちゃんたちだらけよ。
そうそう
That's so
そういう
whack.
の経験者の
So then what are we gonna
話を
do?
大いに参考にしたいんだよ
They just spam monsters at us?
経験に裏打ちされた情報大違いっていうか初心者
Uh-oh.
にも
Welp.
強いか
Come on out. I got a place for you to go.
魔獣使いのお前がいてくれたら無事に砂漠を抜けられるかもしんねえ俺たちと一緒に
いいわよ。
お前が外に出たくないってのは分かってるだけどそこをなん
Yeah, Subaru, it's done.
だから一緒に行ってあ
It's
げ
a
てもい
little
いけど
scary, but it's done.
遠ざけるのも飼いならすのも殺し合わせるのも賢者さんを食べさせる
So
のも
yeah, okay, well we can chill.
いや
Yeah, I said we can chill a little bit.
あんだけ屋敷の外に出るの嫌がってたのに
ママに見つかるのは怖いけど一生閉じこもってるのも嫌だしね。
楽しいお出かけにはならないぜ
I don't trust you.
刺激的でいいんじゃない
よろしく頼むぜ
慣れ慣れしくしないでよ。
I'd be like, don't touch me with that
ペ
hand.
トラちゃんとベアトリスちゃんとは違うんだからね。
Plus, we have that dragon blood stuff
どう
to
した
figure out.
ユーズ
考えていたんだ 忘れられることと忘れること、どちらの方が辛いのだろうね。
ふざけんな、浸ってんじゃねえ。忘れるのも忘れられるのもどっちもクソくらい
Both,
だ。
because we're about to solve them right now.
順番なんかつけようとすんな。弱気な面してんじゃねえ。忘れたのか
Listen,
ユ
bro,
リ
I
ウス。
still remember you.
忘れるなユリウス。お前の強さは俺の目が知ってる。
Facts.
俺の
If
恥が
nobody
知ってる。
else.
誰が忘れたとしてもだ。あ、
いや、
I got my ass
君
beat.
は本当にとんでもない男だ。
Don't make the man that beat my ass look
それを改め
sad.
て実感して何もかもに置き去りにされたわけではなかったのだね。
And you know what? Subaru is in a very unique position because his mental's been tested more than anybody at this point. So,
ぶっ飛ばそうお前。
yo.
俺ペアなら前と全然違うからな。
So he more than anybody understands what it's like to be broken down but still have to operate for the sake of others.
着替えさせて、体を拭いてあげて、鼻の下が伸びているわよ。
What?
コメントしづらいから黙ってたのにそれかよ。
今度は死ぬかもしれないわよ。どうしてバルスが行くの？
If only you knew.
目が覚めた時最初に見るのが俺であってほしいからだな。
I'm sure I'm going to. A few
目覚め
times.
させるのは誰でもいいと思うんだよ。そこに感情をぶっ込んだら俺が助けてやりたい。俺の全部であいつを救ってやりたい。
バカね。
Dang. I want to be the one that she sees when she opens up her eyes.
顔を出すのが遅れて悪かった。いろいろ先に問題を
Yeah, you should have taken care of a shower before you came in here too. Look at your clothes. You gotta hop in the bath with that whole fit on.
やっと届くかもしれない。俺はお前を取り戻すよ。俺の誓いだ。
Both you and Kazuma need to take those tracksuits into a dry
来
cleaner.
てくださったのに、おもてなしの準備も何もなくて、
迷惑かけたかねんだ。
こうしてお時間を作ってきてくださるのも、夫はギャレクはすぐに帰ってきます。何もなかった空っぽの私に、
Yo.
ギャレクがこの10
That
年を与えてくれました。
yo.
可愛い娘と息子までもらって、ギャレクを信じられなくてどうするんですか？
あんた強えんだな。
I'm sure there's some struggle behind that face, though.
二人の子供のお母さんですから、どうしてこんなに私
Gorgeous
たちのことを
tiger.
気にかけてくださるんですか？
Well, I mean, I just, well, you just kind of,
ただ
you
なんと
you
な
know.
く目が離せねえ。
That comes
あ
off
んた
wrong.
こう抜けてんだろ。
まあひどい。でもその通りだから。抜けてんの？毛？耳も熱くなると毛とか超抜けんの。
Shedding?
大丈夫ですか？ゴージャスタイガーさん。
Dang, bro, it just makes it worse, but
あ
like,
なたが
oh,
なんだか泣きそうな子供に見えてしまって。
man, if only you knew.
母さん、俺さ、俺。
He couldn't take it anymore, bro.
ガンフィールだよ。
If only you knew.
ガーフィール？
Ah. Everything just makes it worse. But better, but worse.
よしよし。ガーフ。
Oh my god.
よくずっと頑張ってたね。
俺ずっと決まっていっぱい間違って
This sucks to watch, bro.
ね、ガーフ。
Shoo shoo, shoo shoo.
お母さん。
Leave them alone. Your mother is with you now.
ガーフ、大丈夫？
Now he's just embarrassed.
ああ
男のくせにメソメソ泣いたし。
Yeah.
気使わせて悪かったな
Yo, look, his eyes are
もう
red.
帰るから心配すんな
お母さんの代わりにこの胸をお貸ししますから。
Look at him trying to hiccup that back.
するよ
ゴージャスタイガー、またね。ラフィールも。え
That's
ラフ
crazy.
ィール、一度も紹介していませんでしたか？フレドとラフィール。
二人とも
Wow, bro.
フレとラフィールフレデリカ
Yeah. Yeah. Isn't it a crazy play? Hey, Fate is hilarious.
ラフィールフレドまた来るぜ
ゴージャスタイガー、今度は泣かないようにし
I'll try my best, but every time I look at your mom, I mean, my mom, I mean, every time I look at her, it's a little hard.
ありがとうよ
This right here is one of the saddest things.
それまで元気でな
No! Wait, straight over with no ending? You're telling me I just watched 23 straight? Bro, Witch Hat Atelier's episode 1 did this too. Greatness for 23 minutes straight without even like me noticing it's over. So we're back for another season of ReZero. Like I said at the start of the episode reaction, at the start of the middle or something along those lines, this is a very highly anticipated. I've said that so many times over the last few shows through David to the Shadow Realm, Akane Banashi, Witch Hat Atelier, Dory, because it's true, all these shows have been waited for a very long time. And in the case of ReZero, it's this arc specifically that I've heard from friends, and then I've heard just in general in the anime community that I should be looking forward to this because it should be insane. And it should explore some of the deepest themes that ReZero has to offer. And ReZero's arcs are very, very unique in the sense that you'll get an arc that just feels like setup, and then you'll get an arc that just feels like it delves into mental health problems, and then you'll get an arc that's more like shonen, and then it kind of varies what problem we're tackling every time we go into a new arc. So I'm curious to see what this one is, but regardless of what it is, apparently it's fire. And for another episode 1, pretty peaceful. I cannot lie, we had a peaceful episode 1. Add Julius to the list of sadness. That sucks. That premise in this show, that is so whack. I have to look at you when we were friends just a second ago and you don't know me anymore, and you have to sit there and act friendly towards me even though you've never met me. Now you have no impression of who I am. Now you don't know what my personality is like or what relationship we used to have now. But you, as a person who's trying to save people and trying to be a hero in some capacity, have to be mature enough to accept that you used to know me, and we at least should be pleasant towards each other. It's awkward for them, and it's just painful for Julius. I mean, as Subaru said though, hey, I'm in your corner. I remember what hands you got, and I remember what you're about. I remember what you stand for. So don't sit there and deface the man that I know because of sadness. And like I was getting at, Subaru more than anybody understands that pain. Maybe not this specific pain, I guess, to be in the shoes of it. More than anyone, he understands what it's like to have to operate regardless of what's going on inside your head. Whether it be deep depression or sadness or his imposter syndrome or maybe the physical pain or the PTSD because he just, when he came back, the first person he sees is a person he just saw get destroyed, and he still has to lock in. He'll come back and throw up and waver and then stand back up. He always has the ability to stand back up. And so he more than anybody understands. It's like you're looking at Julius waver and you have to know what that feeling is like. That feeling of helplessness, of hopelessness. And you have to try to reel him back in because you need him. That's the fact of the matter. You need him. Reinhard couldn't even get to this place. I'm sure there's a trick to it. We're gonna have to lock in and figure out this trick. So I imagine Julius and Subaru already have a very interesting relationship. It's probably one of the most interesting dynamics in the entire series, and I just assume that it's gonna get deeper and more interesting as we go through this Pleiades Tower or whatever arc to try to figure this out. Hopefully we figure out the problem of the memories and save everyone by the end of it. If we don't, we will have gone through a major journey as friends, as long as no hiccups in the road pop up, of course. Also, bro, Subaru's face when she was like, I'm a kidna, by the way. Like, oh, yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, that's nice. It's like, damn, can I just catch a break at some point in time? Though she says she doesn't know who she is. It's just hard, bro. Subaru has such a unique existence. He just has such a unique existence in this world. All these characters have separate appearances and forms, and they get introduced in different ways, but they all know Subaru, and Subaru all knows them. And obviously, like in this case, she might not have the history. Like she said, I know nothing about who I am, but Subaru holds that knowledge. So he's just looking at her like, did you make this shit happen, bitch? It's just so funny. But that's an interesting ulterior motive as to why she's going to the tower as well. We got Mr. freaking Slim Shady Mathers. Yeah, I'm sure he's scheming something too. He probably okay. He's super okay with us going to the tower for a reason, I'm assuming. And then Meili, I was just joking about not trusting her, but how terrifying. Who is your mom, bro? You know what I'm saying? So terrified that I've confined myself to the bowels of this basement. Also, just a side note, it was so funny seeing Ram say, hey, you might die this time. The quote we're moving forward with in this season of the show is "if only you knew," because that's what it feels like in all of these conversations. If only you knew. If only you knew the premise of the show you lived in. If only you knew you were my mom. And you know what? For all the sadness that Garfield's situation kind of brings, the fact that she named them Fred and Raphael, Frederica and Garfield, in a way, it makes you feel like she never truly forgot about you, if that makes sense. Like, yeah, she doesn't know who you are, but she never really forgot about you as a mom. The mom instincts trump everything. And that came through in the naming of the new kids. I don't know, it doesn't serve as closure, definitely not, especially since we're still trying to figure it out, but it just kind of puts a small band-aid over the situation to stop it from becoming way too difficult for him in his heart, because it's already hard as hell to talk to her and look at her face. Very good episode 1 of ReZero. I'll say it again, great arc incoming apparently. So I'm set and I'm ready for cinema. I'm looking forward to this. That's all I can say. In the meantime, though, if you enjoyed, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, or follow my Patreon, linked in the description down below. You'll gain access to early, uncut, and exclusive reactions that you get to decide on and influence. That should be it, guys. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.